Guys. Ooh, come to Papa. Check this one out, guys. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by the channel and checking out another episode of Hi-Ho Silver. We've got several cool permissions to check out, and we find lots of cool stuff. Don't forget to watch to the end of the video so you can see the instructions for this week's giveaway. And that's right, it's hammer time. Can't touch this. I'm gonna go ahead and do all of this terrace area, so when I get done with that, it'll only be flat that I'm dealing with. What a nice signal there. Man, I'm getting some possible silver signals there. I'm pretty confident it's either a clad dime, a silver dime, or a nice specimen of a memorial penny. Ooh, guys, there's a chance. Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance. Hi-ho silver. Hi-ho hey. Ho 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 ho. Look at that, guys. Good old live dig on the silver. Welcome back, sweetheart. Oh, that is way, way, way cool. This is a Rosie. This is a Rosie. 1947. 1947 Rosie will always have a soft spot in my heart because that was the first silver dime I ever found, was a 1947 Rosie. I found it in my front yard, and I didn't even know it was silver. I was so naive to metal detecting that I thought change, I thought quarters and dimes and nickels were shiny. And so when I pulled a shiny one out of the ground in my front yard with my bounty hunter that I got for Christmas, when I pulled that thing, it took me a while to even figure out what the date was on it. And even then it didn't register to me that it was a silver. Not until I got a little more familiar with the detecting itself. So anyway. That is gonna, got one more swath over here for my, well, there's two targets right there. There's one there, one there. That does not actually sound like a penny. It's a target for sure, but it doesn't sound like a penny. That's because it's not a penny. I've actually found one of these before, guys. Check that out. That is a little toy hammer. Very cool. This one's in much better shape than the last one I got. But I love these little toys that you pull out of the yard. Some kids back in the 1930s. I'm going to clean that one up real nice and show you guys on a Monday Digs video. And this this DJI runs circles around the GoPro from a battery standpoint. I mean, I've literally had this battery running continuously, and both front and back monitors, if you will, going for better than 3 hours. Guys. Ooh, come to Papa. Check this one out, guys. This is our old friend, the War Nickel. Oh, I love that. I love that. Welcome back, sweetheart. So the War Nickel, I can't remember what this read. I think it was in the 30s, but I haven't looked at it, real close yet. But it's got that look, guys. It just has that look. And if you wipe it off and you see some silver, man, that is a War Nickel all day long. Welcome back, sweetheart. Hi-ho silver. And we're seeing 1945. Very cool. So that is 2 coins now from 1945. 2 different yards, but right next door to each other. And that one will be one for a Hi-Ho Cycle giveaway also. Wow, guys. I am not denigrating anybody's way of talking to people or getting their share of places to hunt. No problems at all. However you do it, as long as you're doing, just being conscientious and forthright, amen. But I'm a guy, in many ways, I live by the golden rule. I know it sounds dorky, simpleton, whatever, but I just don't like it that much when somebody knocks on my door and tries to sell me something. So I don't do a lot of what you would call traditional door knocking. Now look at this, guys. I don't know what we have here, but it actually looks pretty cool. But I do get lots and lots and lots of permissions, and I get them by doing exactly what you've seen me do in these last couple of videos. Is I just talk to people and meet them on their own terms while they're outside and that kind of thing, and that seems to be way closer to my alley or my cup of tea. So guys, I think what we have here is a piece of costume jewelry. Don't know that for sure, but I'm gonna get out my softest bristle brush here and see if I can't give you a little bit better look at it. A couple of rhinestone-y kinds of things in there, and it's definitely a piece of vintage jewelry. I see one half of the hasp on the back of a brooch here, so this is a brooch. And my promise to you is I will clean that up to the best of my ability and display it proudly on a Monday Digs video. So be sure to tune in. Monday Digs, Hi-Ho Live starts at 5 o'clock Central Time, and then that's followed by a whole bunch of cool content creators who have videos to follow. So you'll see that one on there on a Monday Digs video in 5 or 6 weeks, something like that. Aluminum doesn't have those sharp, twangy sounds. I'm not sure if that's a real, I'm not sure if twangy is a real metal detecting term or not, but there's definitely an optimization is what I'll say on the Legend, and very likely other detectors too, for small round objects. The tone just comes out better when it's small and round. Hey guys. Well, this is a keeper, not necessarily of great value, but it is a keeper nonetheless. Look at here, we got a twofer. We have not only 1 but 2 dog tags. Yeah, very cool. It's got the address of the vet on that one, and probably a name here, Rocky. Well, Rocky, thanks for leaving a keepsake behind, and I hope you had a good life, and you are going to show up again on a Hi-Ho Cycle.
Very cool. It can be all over the place because the bottle caps can be in any state of erosion or corrosion or rust, and all of that makes a difference. But this was actually a relatively high signal. Hey, look here, guys. We got trifecta on the dog tags. Way cool. How about that? There's another one for the hi-ho cycle. It's right from where we got that beaver tail, but I swear I think there's a penny right there. Can you see this, guys? Check this out. This target is in the root. Look at this, guys. That target is in the root. And that is a little ring. That is so crazy. That's why you gotta dig those crappy signals. A root in the ring. A ring in the root. Yep, this is already a more productive yard than we had before. And I'm sure this is a junker, but this is a job for hi-hos. Yeah, it's shining up a little bit, but it's not heavy at all. Just the kind of the shape and the design of it. Pretty sure that's gold plated at best. Likely not even that, although I don't know if you can see the little sparkles on my on my hand, so it actually might be gold plated. And a lot of times the gold plated will actually have a marking on it that says gold plate, and that's cool, guys. Got ourselves a little ring. I'm getting over here just because I asked. Another big piece of junk right there. Probably a piece of aluminum. But yeah, somehow, I mean, nothing wrong with getting a regular permission or whatever, but somehow I feel like I'm really doing something special here. Check that out. That is a battery terminal. It's got the numbers 888 there. I will put that in a keeper bag just to see how old it is. But that's exactly what that was. A little end of a battery terminal, for very likely for a car or generator, something like that. Alright guys, that's a pretty nice signal. Normally I wouldn't move this kind of stuff, but I'll put it back, but it's just not the kind of thing I would swing over on a normal permission. Oh, cool. Check that out, guys. I think that could be an old dog tag. Wow. Oh, very cool. Welcome back, sweetheart. Man, I'm glad I got into that thing. Hope you guys can see that all right. I've had some dog tags that were in that shape. I'm not sure if this is a part of the old collar. Also, I feel like those dog tags I got might have been a little sturdier than this. So this could be a decal off of just about anything, but I've gotten some before that were in that shape, and I think I got one of them on camera. I think it was a 1934 dog tag. Ooh, I see something coming through, guys. That's exactly what that is. Way cool. Way, way, way cool. Now I'm just going to give it a field clean, guys. But, man, I'll just talk about the hi-ho cycle. That is one for the hi-ho cycle. It says dog tax. That is rocking, dude. Man, I hope you guys can see that all right. Need to fix my camera. Yeah, I see the numbers on there. A couple different pairs of numbers. 1930 something, guys. How cool is that? I think it says 1934. 1934. Guys, that thing's been in the ground almost 100 years. That is so cool. I need to check my camera. I don't know if you guys could even see what I'm doing here. This is that is a Kansas City dog tax female 19, I think it says 34. It might say 38, but that is rocking cool. Boy, you talk about one for the hi-ho cycle.
Well, hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate you tuning in to another episode of Hi-Ho Silver. Now, this week's giveaway, the instructions are to put in the comments, not in the chat, put in the comments, how many pieces of silver did we find on this episode? Put that in the comments and you'll be eligible for this week's giveaway. Be sure to tune in to Hi-Ho Live, 5 p.m. Central, Monday nights. We give away silver every episode. Check it out. Now let's see if Reedy knows what to do.
Reed, what do we do? Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Hasta la vista, baby.